Hey, what's going on, everybody? Fellow space pirates. And to answer that first question of Omar's, no, we will not be giving away TP because I can't afford it and I can't find it anywhere. It is nowhere to be found. No paper products at all. None at all. What are you doing, Max? So what's going on out there tonight? It's Ron Weasley. What's up, Mike, Omar, Bob, Spence, GB, Jamie, Bud? Whole bunch of people here today. Ginger in the house. Indeed. So tonight we'll do our usual. We're going to be unboxing the Corvette. We'll do our vote. We'll run down stuff on the site, and we're also Mark Shue gave me a great idea. This live stream we'll talk about the Mahdi contest. We'll let you know the rules of it, just in case you haven't read the rules, where you can find the rules, and most importantly, what the judges are going to be looking for. I set up one more model kit for the vote. And what else is going on? Well, if you guys haven't heard, we found a house, so contracts are being written up and stuff like that. I don't know how quick the process is going to go. If it goes quick, you'll see Paul a lot more on the channel than you're going to see me during moving and setting things up and stuff like that. So, and then I got to figure out where I'm going to set things up in the new house and have things going. So soon enough, you're not going to see this wall anymore. We're going to have something different set up and hopefully better. And then the other problem is the area that I'm moving to has Verizon Fios. 2 blocks to the left of me, 2 blocks to the right of me, behind me, but not on the 2 blocks that I'm on. So I'm going to have to get a hold of Verizon and have them get that Fios to my block, because I ain't not using anything else besides Verizon Fios. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Can't beat it now. So today, on the chat, I know the coronavirus is going to be a big thing. Just try to keep it to a minimum. We've seen enough of that bullshit on Facebook. Half the people are idiots what they're saying. Half the people don't know. Well, half and half would make a full. So let's go with a quarter of the people are idiots. A quarter of the people have no clue what they're talking about. A quarter of the people are putting out good things, and then a quarter of the people are just being quiet about it. So it's actually getting me pretty frustrated watching some of these people on Facebook that I thought were smarter than they are, and they're really not. So, hey, what's going on, Fernando? Welcome from Ecuador. My cousins moved down to Ecuador. I don't know what part, but they moved down there. They retired from here and moved to Ecuador. They said it's very lovely down there. Glad to have you with us, Fernando. So, yes, that's what's going on. We got a big move coming up. The guy we're dealing with texted Kelly yesterday to tell us that the contracts are being drawn up. I did not know that the house inspector, I'm not allowed to pick the house inspector, and neither is the other party allowed to pick the house inspector, because it's a VA loan. It's going to be a house inspector chosen by the VA, and they're going to come out, check the house, all that good stuff, and do the appraisal and all that. So that's all going to be through the VA, which is a good deal. And, you know, I'll whatchamacallit, be getting into a house. 90% idiots. There we go. All right, I was being too kind then. I was being way too kind. How many of the models were built versus unbuilt? VA loan, nicely done. Yeah, there was no way I was not going to go without using my VA. The VA is nice, especially now with what's going on, and the interest rates are going down. And being a veteran, we get the lowest rates possible, so I'll be locked into a nice low rate. If I choose to, I don't have to put any money down. So there are better benefits to being a veteran. Some benefits. A lot of benefits. I'm going to have Kelly make me an iced tea because my Coke is almost empty. All right, I'll give you a hint. If you can't find chopped meat, don't go to the big supermarkets for chopped meat. Go to a butcher. All the butchers around here still have meat. So, because everybody's raping the other places. No, I've lived in an apartment my whole life. I've never had a house. This is just, a lot of the guys have seen it. This is a very tiny corner that I'm in right now. Yeah, I've lived in an apartment since I'm born. I was born in Lenox Hill Hospital in Manhattan. I grew up in Astoria, Queens. I met a girl from Brooklyn. I married her, so I spent some time in Brooklyn, and then now I live in Staten Island. The only borough that I haven't lived in is the Bronx, and that's it. Otherwise, I've been in every borough of New York City. And the kids from the new house are going to be left to you. Oh, all of them. All of them. I only saw one built model. I don't know what he did with all his other models, but I would say there's probably close to 200. It's all car models. It's probably close to 200 models there, and a lot of duplicates. So we'll see what's there. I really didn't get a good look at the stash. Maybe there's a couple more things in there, but it's tons and tons of cars. Exactly. I was raised in Queens, Omar. Never used VA option. Only paid $25K for my hash. Yeah, I gotta use the VA because the price isn't bad. Got a much cheaper price in Jersey than I would get in New York. There'll be a whole new setup, bud. So we'll have to get used to that. Indeed, I will, Benny. We'll have our own spaces. It's a 3-bedroom house that could be made into a 4-bedroom house. So the plan is not right away, but most likely I'll use the garage for doing the shows and building and stuff like that, and we'll use that for storage. But the plan is later on is I'm on almost an acre of land, and it's subdivisible, legally subdivisible. So right next to the house, what I plan on doing is the 2-car garage would become a new living room with a fireplace, because the other living room's kind of small upstairs. So make that a nice living room, because you guys know me, Christmas nut, fireplace and Christmas tree, great thing. And then buy one of those Amish prefab 2-car garages with the loft upstairs, and then make that into the display and model room. What the hell's my brother messaging me? He's gonna try to trim his beard like Riker. He's a freaking nut. My brother's a nut. This is what he texts me. I'm gonna try to trim my beard like Riker. I gotta shut these guys off, otherwise they're gonna keep talking. Paul and Tommy. And I gotta see where is. I do have that shut off. I thought I had it shut off. No, she'll have her own bedroom finally. Elaine is very happy that she'll have her own bedroom, not sleeping on the pull-out couch like she does now. So, hey, what's going on, Marty? Yes, indeed, I will, bud. It'll be nice to nice big backyard too for the dog to run around and all that good stuff. Yes. She's gonna need a place to do her paintings and all that other stuff. I mean, it needs work. If you guys didn't hear me, I was saying that it's as soon as you walk in, it's like walking into the 70s again. Shag carpet, wood paneling, all that other good stuff. So there's work slowly to be done, but it'll get done. That's why you hire people to do it. Demon Jester, what's going on? Thank you, Gadgetron. Aries, what's going on? More people jumping in here. So let's go over to, we'll start with the monthly giveaways for anybody that's new here. The last Saturday of every month. And then the last Saturday of every month, we have a giveaway. This month, it's sponsored by HobbyLink International and also sponsored by Sabo Miniatures. Sabo Miniatures is going to be sponsoring an 8-pack of Scale 75 paints. So any of the 8 packs that they have on the site, you'll be able to choose one of those. So that'll be the first winner will have the choice of either the paints or what I'm going to show you for second prize, and the second prize person will get the other one. So the other prize will be, and you guys seen me showing this off, the Red Grass Games Everlasting Wet Palette. This is the starter pack. It comes with the wet palette, the foam pad, the hydration pad, and a 15-pack of hydration sheets. So it's a starter pack, and then once you got that, you can most likely never use another hydration sheet. That thing should last you a really long time. The only thing that you would hydration pad, the sheets is the only thing that you would go through and they're cheap enough to buy. I would buy those instead of using parchment paper. It's a lot easier. Plus, they're cut to size. 100 years old. This one is not 100 years old. This one, I think, was it's a little older than me. I think it's 1970, so it's 50 years old. It's a 50-year-old house. So these are the two things that were given away this coming, not this Saturday, next Saturday, because it was just St. Patty's Day. Happy St. Patty's Day to anybody that celebrates it. Yeah, next weekend, the 28th, we'll have the drawing for these two. So we'll be doing that next Saturday. Anybody that hasn't been here, I need to get glue for my models because my dog and cat got into them. So, oh my God, that's crazy. I hope the dog and cat are all right. Hey, what's going on, Mark? I was talking about you before and the idea of what I'm going to be talking about on the show today with the contest. And then the usual, I'll run through these real quick because most of you already know. These are group builds we got going on this year. We got the Batman group build, the Be a Kid Again group build, which is basically building out of the box. Then you got the Shelf Queen group build. This way you can finish up the builds that you got sitting around. Then you got the 75th anniversary VJ and VE Day, and that's anything that was around from 1939 till the end of the war. It could be civilian too, so anything you want to build in that time period. Then we got our ever popular Halloween group build, our Christmas group build that is different from the Secret Santa group build, and our Secret Santa group build. This is where we swap gifts and try to build them when we can. There's no that group build is open-ended, so whenever you can get to them, you get to them and do your thing. So before I go over to talking about the Mahdi contest and the rules and how you enter and how it's judged and all that other stuff, let's go over to this week's vote. Remember, don't vote yet until I open up the skin hair. It's just all right, as long as they're only sticky. Hey, Spruce Urchin, what's going on? This is going to be this week's vote, and two of them, like I said, will always be left over. They come back into the vote until they get voted on. So the first one is the Sky Raider from Tamiya 148 scale. That's exclamation point vote, hit the space bar, exclamation point Sky Raider. The next one is the Thunderbolt, and I fixed that one up because last week two people voted on this one and didn't go in, or the Sky Raider one. There was the Thunderbolt. And that's the Revell P47N Thunderbolt, and the vote for that is exclamation point vote, hit the spacebar, exclamation point Thunderbolt. And the last one, and this is thanks to Bob, who sent this over, the MPC Shuttle Tidarium, and that's exclamation point vote, hit the spacebar, and to make it a lot easier, exclamation point shuttle. I was actually watching somebody talk about this model. Now, this is the one I think they have Darth Vader in it, so wouldn't it be the Imperial shuttle, not the Tidarium shuttle? I don't know. Shuttle Tidarium? I don't know. Sounded good when they were saying it. Hey, Scale Model Muse, what's going on? Wanders in with coffee. Always a good thing. I'm not a coffee drinker, but it's always a good thing to have your coffee. So those are the three that we have going on. I'm going to open up the vote, and we'll run through these three real quick again, and then we'll start talking about the Mahdi contest. So where is the thing? Let's start the poll. Let me make sure that pops up in the front. And don't vote yet. Don't vote yet. It's not open, boys and girls. We gotta wait for it. Now it's open. So now you can vote for it. So you got the Sky Raider, exclamation point vote, spacebar, exclamation point Sky Raider. You got the Thunderbolt, exclamation point vote, spacebar, exclamation point Thunderbolt. And then you got the shuttle, which is exclamation point vote, spacebar, exclamation point shuttle. This way we can vote on this, and we'll see what we'll be opening up next week. This week we all know we're going to be doing the Corvette. I see little lights on the front. Maybe that could be lit up. So as you all know, we run yearly the Model of the Year online contest. We only had problems with it one year, and that's a good vote there, Omar. Thank Thank you, Rich. But anyway, every year we run the Model of the Year contest, which is an online contest. We did have a community vote for the Community Choice Award, which ended up being somebody was cheating on it and just destroyed the whole thing. So we shut it down for the 1 year, but we brought it back, and now we've had three champions for it. Oof, that's a lot of money. But we've had 3 champions for it, and it's an online contest. The very first contest was voted on by the community members, and then we went to judging for the last 2. So we'll show you. We do have ladies in the chat, fellas, just to let you know. There are ladies in the chat. Just to let you know that that's how it's going to be from now on. It's going to be judged, and we'll get over to the computer screen. This way I can start telling. Let me make sure that that's set up, and I can show you guys how to get there, and we'll go over all the rules and everything. Because let's see. Nope, there I am. That should come down. All right. So to get to the rules, and then I'll run through the rules with everybody. You'd go to hobbylinkinternational.com, and then this is our menu up here. Some of them have a little down caret, and that lets you know that there's more of a menu to it. Like giveaways doesn't have that. Madi is the one with the contests, and then if you come in here, all will show you everything under the Madi tab. And then you got the current contestants. These are the ones that are in it, and then it breaks it down into the categories themselves. So like right now in the figures and busts, Mark is the only one in there right now. Land vehicles, we got 2 in there. Spacecraft illuminated, we got 2. So we only have 3 categories in there right now. So hopefully we get more and more people, because there is a total, I think, of 15 categories. We'll find out in a minute. I always forget how much stuff is in there. Then we got the Madi rules. This is where you find the rules. It goes by year. So you'll see one says 2020. That's the new rules. This is 2019. And before the end of the year, I'll have up to 2021 rules. Then we don't get rid of anybody's builds on the site ever. We just move them out of the old categories into this category, the HLI past contestants. This way everybody can see the past builds, all of them, not just the winners. Everybody's builds go in there, but we do have one just for the winners. This way you can come and see. And actually this, let me get back in here. This is the original contest, Model Builder International's Model of the Year Award. And this was won by Lou Carabat for his, I don't even know how to say that ship's name. But this was the original trophy, which we may end up going back to, since we're back under HobbyLink International. Comes in that little case. We'll see. We got to see what we're going to do. Trophies are sponsored by myself, so I pay for all the trophies. You don't have to pay for anything on that, but I do, like I said, any donations that do come into the site are used for helping the site with hosting and trophies and giveaways and all that other stuff, so that you guys help out immensely with all of that. So let's get into the rules. You'd come down to HLI Madi rules, jump into the 2020 contest, and if anybody's asking me anything, you're going to have to hold on until I'm out of here and I can see what you're saying, because at the moment I can't see anything but my computer screen. So if you ask me anything, or if you have any questions about the contest or the rules or judging or anything like that, hold on to it until you see my big ugly mug back up in the front. I'm just tiny in the bottom and I can't see any of the conversations going on. So when you get here, if you want to share this to, say, if you have Facebook, Twitter, or Pinterest, you can share it to any of yours. We had 988 views on this so far. So come down here. This is just the welcome to the contest. It's pretty much the same thing every year, welcoming everybody. All right, let's get into the rules. You don't have to be a registered member of HobbyLink International's community, but we would appreciate it if you were. And then you can go over to this group right here and you can put in your build. So this way we can all see what you're doing, if it's pre-built or, it's build or anything like that. Oh, I thought I put it the last. This is actually supposed to, this is written a little wrong here. So the second rule is the model must be either a new unstarted kit, which we wanted fresh builds in the contest, but it seemed like not enough people were completing their builds in the amount of time. A lot of people end up with family stuff, and it hampers them from building, but they have had other models built. The last 2 years doesn't mean this year, doesn't mean 2020. So you have anything you're building now in this year, plus if you built something, what are you doing, Max? Plus if you built something in 2019 or 2018. So we're going to go from January 1st, 2018 to the end of this contest. So if you have something pre-built in those years, 2018, 2019, 2020, you can enter that. If you're going to build a kit this year, you have to put the unstarted kit with the date reference in the photo. This way we can see that you're building it this year, and you can email that to me at hobbylinkinternational@gmail.com unless you're part of the group, and then you can just put it up in there and everybody will be able to see it. Now, for the kits that have been completed already in the previous 2 years, 2018 and 2019, you will have to submit proof that you built those kits during those years. So if you have a Facebook account that has the date of when, it'll always keep the date of when you uploaded those photos and you're showing you're building it. We need to see that. Or if you have a YouTube series on it, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere you may have posted, even if you have like a photo bucket. I don't think anybody uses that anymore, or Flickr or any of those things. I have no idea. But we need to see that you were building it during that time period. And like I said, if you posted up, if you're building something in January of 2018 and you posted up those build pictures where you started, or we're a little bit into the build, it's going to have the date you posted on it. So we need those. If you can't provide that proof, we can't let you enter the build into the contest. We're actually extending it to previous builds. This way we get more builds in there and a longer time limit. I know it says model of the year, but it doesn't technically mean the model of 2020. It just means the model of this year. The 2020 contest, and you bring it in. You see people, unfortunately, at real shows, or physical shows, I should say, bringing the same model for 10 years in a row. That's what we want to cut down on. We just have it 3 years in a, 3 previous years. So next year will be 2021, 2020, and 2019, and so on and so on and so on. So your entrance photo will be posted in the group for all to see for transparency. So even if it's a previously built thing, we'll have to have that posted up. I'll either post it up because I'll get it emailed, or that person will post it up. Of course, your build can be from any manufacturer, scratch built. You can scratch build a kit, or you can modify a kit as long as it's new or completed in the past 2 years. Again, this is redundant, but I like to put it as much as possible. We encourage you to be a member of the group and the community. This way we can see everything that's being done. Completed emails must be emailed to me or added to the Dropbox, and that's my email address is the same for both my Dropbox and my email account. Now, you can enter up to 5 builds per category. It doesn't mean you can only enter 5 builds for the whole contest, so there's 15 categories. If you are that into model building and you want to enter 5 into every category, be my guest. There's no problem with that. But if you do enter a 6th one into a specific category, it won't be accepted. Builds that have been entered in previous HLI contests and have won may not be entered in future contests. So if you won first, second, or third prize, you can't enter the contest again with that same build because it's already won. And if you try to sneak one past us, it will be... We're not going to sneak one past us anyhow because we know which one's won, but if you do try to sneak one past us somehow, that will be automatically disqualified. If you did enter one last year, you can re-enter it into this contest, but we kind of don't want to see the same builds over and over and over again from the same contest. I want to see fresh things. The contest is more about having fun, giving people ideas, inspiring people to build what you built, and it's always nice to win something. But that's what it's more about, is getting everybody building. Okay, this is key and important. Updated and finished photos. After your initial entry photo, if you wish to have progress, start an album, and I'll go over to the community and show you the group and albums and all that other stuff. So if you want, you can go over to the group and start a progress album over there. Again, I link the community group so you can get right to the community. Finished photos should be either emailed to me or sent to me through my Dropbox. Your other option is to make a dedicated album in the official group. Just make sure they're large enough pictures, and you can put them there and I can grab them from there. You should have at least 5 photos from different angles of the build. Hopefully more than 5 photos. Remember, this is a photo contest. It's an online contest, so the more photos, the better. Your photos should be clear, as this is an online contest, and the judges will need the best possible photos. Have solid background to give yourself the best chance possible to place in the contest. So we're going to go over that with the judging also, so don't worry about that. Please limit your photo submissions to 25. If you have a million pictures, I understand you took a ton, but try to keep them to 25. 50 to 25 is good. This way it gives us plenty to look at. I won't not. If you send me 50, I'm not going to just cut to 25. I'll put all 50 up. But if you send me 50 photos and there's 20 of them from the same angle and they look exactly the same, I'll cut that down to just 1. Entry dates for this contest. The HLI Madi 2020 entrants can sign up. It's already started from last September. You were able to sign up, and the last date to put it in is December 27th, 2020 by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is my time, New York time. So at 12 a.m. on the 28th, the contest will be closed. Emails are time-stamped. Also on the group is time-stamped, so I'll see when it was posted. If it's posted on the 28th, we abide by the rules, and it won't make it in. Judging and winners. The contest will be judged by 3 judges from the modeling community. The judges will be announced the day prior. I can tell you now, this is probably going to be this year. I'm going to judge myself, Paul, the 2 of us, and probably my brother Tommy too will be judging. But if Tommy doesn't judge, we're going to get another one from the modeling community. But most likely it's going to be me, Paul, any other Tommy, or somebody else. There will be multiple categories, which there are. We're going to go through the categories in a little bit. Each category will have a best of category winner. The judges will choose the model of the year winner and second and third place from the best of category winners. So each category will have a number 1 pick, which if I can afford it, I'm looking into different things for the categories. So if I can find challenge coins or another award that isn't so expensive, I will do first, second, and third for each category. And then the number 1 winners from each category are going to battle it out for first, second, and third prize. So somebody will win. 3 people will win double prizes. HLI Madi 2020 category second and third model of the year winners will be announced on the 31st of this year and by 8 p.m. Might be earlier than that because it is New Year's Eve, so might be a little earlier than that. All right, awards. Category winners will be award category champion challenge coin. Subject should change because I'm still looking for things because I'm trying to do first, second, and third. Second and third place awards will be custom glass awards. Model of the year will be the Cathedral of Crystal. That doesn't change. That's the big ass crystal award that you guys see all the time. The Madi second and third place awards will be custom made after the winners are determined. The awards, the 3 major awards, are all custom made with the winner's name. It'll have HLI on there this year, plus the year and what you built. So I have to have them custom made, and sometimes it takes anywhere between 4 to 8 weeks for them to be custom made, and then they're shipped out to you direct from where I have them done up. All right, each category must have at least 5 entrants. If we don't get 5 contestants in each category, if we get zeros, that category will be closed, or if we get 1, it'll be shifted over into another category that is close to what the category is. So say we only get 3 military figures and busts, and we only get 2 sci-fi and fantasy figures and busts. We'll slap those 2 together, and it'll just be considered the figure and bust category. It won't have a civilian or sci-fi category title to it, and then we'll just have the figure and bust winner. So the categories are civilian and military figures and busts, civilian automotive, you got cars, motorcycles, trucks, anything that's automotive. Civilian aircraft, planes, helicopters, and jets, anything that flies. Civilian ships, you got boats, ocean liners, tugboats, anything, regular like Chris Craft boats. I don't even know if they make models of those, but that would be in there. And then you got military vehicles and artillery, tanks, IFVs, APCs, Hummers, all that good stuff. Military aircraft, from fighter jets to helicopters to bombers, whatever's flying out there. Then your military ships, battleships, aircraft carriers, destroyers, and so on. Sci-fi and fantasy figures and busts. Sci-fi and fantasy land vehicles like the Batmobile, a speeder bike, the Back to the Future DeLorean, and so on. Sci-fi and fantasy watercraft, Seaview, Batboat, James Bond, car, submarine, and you got the sci-fi spacecraft, and then that's Enterprise, Millennium Falcon, X-Wing, and then you got sci-fi spacecraft illuminated. So if you're not lighting it up, it'll be just in the sci-fi spacecraft. If you are lighting it up, then it'll be in the illuminated category. Then we got a category for mechas, Gundams, Gunpla robots, and such. Then we got vignettes. All categories, civilian through sci-fi. Vignette is a smaller, basically, diorama. It's not a huge diorama telling a story. It's just a glimpse of a story, basically. So you're not going to have 20 soldiers in it. You're going to have one person by a lamppost leaning on it or something like that. And then the diorama, all categories, and your diorama is going to be your bigger story. It's going to have a tank in there, a jeep, a helicopter, or the X-Wing going down the trench, something like that, something that's telling a big story. So those are those categories. Entry articles. All entries will be made into articles for the main site under the Modi menu. Basically, once you send in your completed model, we ask you to give us a little information about it. You don't have to write a whole article. Just tell us what scale it is, what manufacturer, anything special you may have done to it, any information you want to give us. Scale, manufacturer, and what kit it is basically what we need. But if you'd like to add more, that's great. This way you can give the reader more information about your build, and those will be made into articles. This way everybody can see the build that you did. Now, the rules of the contest, this disclaimer, can be changed without prior notice to the contestants. I always try to let you know as soon as we change something. Like I changed one rule already about recasts. I took that rule out. If the rules are changed, we'll make our best attempt to notify everyone in a timely manner. The contest may be canceled at any time without prior notice due to unseen circumstances, like if, God forbid, something with this goes crazy, or if we catch somebody cheating again, we'll close down the contest. All contestants are to abide by the rules of the contest. Anyone found cheating will be banned from Sci-Fi Fantasy, its affiliate sites, and any further contests that are held by HobbyLink International Incorporated. I got to change that from Sci-Fi Fantasy to HobbyLink International. It's all of our sites. So if you're caught cheating, you will be banned from the community. You'll be banned from all our social media. We don't want anything like that. If you have any questions, you can always contact me at hobbylinkinternational@gmail.com. You can find me on the site. You can find me on Facebook. Wherever you may find me, you find me. Okay, so this one's got the gold in it. This would be the second prize. So you see where it says Cisco, that would have probably the Chippy emblem or the official HLI emblem, and then underneath it, it would have your name. Why is that not shutting off? It would have your name, the year, and what you built. So that would be the second prize with the gold. Third prize would be the same thing, except the globe is silver. So you'd have the same thing over there. And then first prize is not either one of these. It's this very big one. This one is 12 or 13 inches tall, and it weighs like 12 pounds. This one would probably have HobbyLink International over here because Chippy would just take up the whole bottom spacing on it. And if you haven't seen those, I'll run up over to here. So those are all the rules, and then we're going to go over the judging in a little while. But if you haven't seen the winners, this is the winners. This is our very first winner. This was Simon Merck's one. And then this one had Sci-Fi Fantasy, Simon Papa Smurf Merck's, the year, and what he built over there. And where is... This one was Mark Dunmore. He won for this guy. And this one had the Sci-Fi Fantasy over here. If you need to see these, want to see these bigger, you can just come over to the site. And then the most recent one is Madi. I don't know why I kept doing that when I could have just jumped into HLI winners right here. And then we got this one, Sci-Fi Fantasy, and this is Gilbert Mondragon, and he won for Hellgirl, so you can see close up how it's done. I actually made change just to the name of your build here and have model of the year smaller under here. So now let me jump back into the rules because I was talking about, then we'll go to judging. Let me go back into the rules. What I wanted to show you is groups. If you're not signed up and you click on that, it's going to bring you to the group. But if you're not signed up, it's going to bring you to register. So if you are signed up and signed in, it's going to bring you directly to the 2020 group on the, how do I shut that off? How do I shut off that stupid thing? Oh, wait a minute. Is that it? Yes, it is. Quit Telegram. There we go. If anybody has Telegram, I'm on Telegram. But it's going to bring you right to the group. And then I'll have this pinned. The first thing pinned in the group is where you can find the rules. And then you'll see Matt. He's going to be doing this for the build, for the contest. Mark already entered this one. So this is where you're going to put up all your stuff for the build. Dave is doing the Proteus. Chuck is doing the 1/72 scale Falcon. Eric entered his Viking ship. And then he was keeping track and showing you his progress over here. Spence has some stuff going on. And that's for the Maximilian hand. He's fixing up. He's going to be 3D printing some stuff up over there. Chuck's also doing a figure. So you can enter multiple stuff. Here's the Maximilian from the Black Hole. Spence is doing that one. And Philip is doing the 2001 Discovery. So if you want to come in here and check stuff out, Benny is our very first ever car in a Madi contest. So we're waiting. When he's done with that, we'll get some pictures of that and put that up. Buck is doing the F-14 by Tamiya. So there's a whole bunch in here. You can come check that out. But this is where we'd like you to join up and be in this group. This way we can see exactly what you are doing. Now let's come back up over here, and then we're going to talk about judging before we look at the kit itself. Kelly, would you mind doing me a favor? Never mind. I'm going to take a quick break, and I'm going to get rid of this and get myself an iced tea. I'll be right back. Made my iced tea real quick. Oh, let me go back over here. Bring this up. Bring this over. Alrighty. Alright, I'm still going to talk about judging after I'm done talking about judging. If I missed anybody's questions about the contest, please hold on to them till I'm done. And then we'll answer any of the contests questions that you may have. And we'll get into that. So this is how judging will be done. What we do is all the pictures that you submit, we'll download those because we can grab them off the site. So it's best that you take high quality pictures. Here's the hints, guys. Take high quality pictures, large size pictures. If you can, shoot in RAW. If not, don't worry. The JPEGs are big enough now. Make sure it's a high quality picture. You have good lighting and a clear background. Those are the three most important things that will help you with your pictures. Take different angles. So take one from the rear, the top, the sides, the front, if you can, underneath. Get as many angles as you can, because in those 25 pictures, the more pictures you take, the better pictures you take. It's better for an online contest like this because we get to see more. So say a guy has a beautiful build and he takes only 5 pictures, and another guy has an awesome build too and he does 25 pictures, and we can see more work on the guy with 25 pictures, and we can't see as much from the guy that had 5 pictures, but he still did a beautiful job. Of course, the guy with the 25 pictures is going to win because we could see more, we could see what he did. So the key is taking really good pictures, making sure you have a clear background and good lighting and all that other stuff. So what we do is we take those pictures, we blow them up. So first we'll be looking, basically, okay, this one is better than this one's better than this one, blah, 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 blah. And then we'll get down to the top. If I can do the top 3 in each category, we'll get down to the top 3. When we get down to the top 3, we'll blow those pictures up and start basically looking for mistakes. So was the number 1 guy, were his seams better than the number 3 guy? The number 3 guy, oh, look, he's got a big blob of glue on the neck of the Enterprise, say. So that's not going to beat the number 1 guy that has clean seams and clean paintwork and stuff like that. When you blow up things, you can see a lot of discrepancies in builds. So say we have 20 builds in a group. 3 of them just top out everybody else, because of course there's going to be a winner. Not everybody can win. This isn't the PC version of everybody gets a trophy. We'll have top 3, and those top 3 we're gonna really nitpick at them to see who deserves first, second, and third prize. Now, another thing with your photos is make sure you have good lighting. So say, I'm just gonna pick something, like I want to build another Humvee. All right, say I built a Humvee and another contestant built a Humvee, the same exact ones, but I didn't use good lighting and my colors are muted, and the other guy set up good lighting, took pictures. We can see how he went in with his shading and he used, quality colors. They're all saturated and it looks better than mine. His is going to win over mine because my picture didn't show the judges what they need to see. If we can't see the colors, or we can't see, like, especially when in the dioramas, like weathering and stuff like that. So eventually it will get nitpicky, especially after the first round. The first round will be nitpicky enough with getting the first, second, and third, and then it's really going to come down to really scrutinizing each build for that first, second, and third, the model of the year, the second and third place. So whoever does their build pretty much the cleanest and the best is going to win. And we need quality pictures. Without quality pictures, we're not going to be able to see anything. And unfortunately, if you do a good build but don't take the pictures with good lighting, good angle, not the angles, you'll be able to take good angles. It's just make sure you have a clear background. And I'm going to keep stressing clear background because some guys love to send in pictures, and this happened in previous contests, and I had to tell them, go take your pictures again, because they took a picture of their build on the bench and something in the background was the same color as their build, and then I can't see what's going on. And I had to tell them, look, if you really want to win this, you gotta take pictures. I don't care if you go get an old white sheet, a piece of oak tag that's white or blue or whatever, just try to have a clean background. Take as many pictures as you can, Benny, and send them over. We still got time. So that's the main thing on judging. That's how judging is going to work. It's all about blowing up those pictures and seeing the mistakes. Like, everybody can see when you basically, if you're looking at the categories, you're going to say, okay, this guy beats this guy beats this guy, and then you'll eventually get down to your top 3 and start blowing up pictures even bigger than before to check and see what's going on. So that's how that's going to work. That is how that's going to work. So does anybody have any questions about the contest? It's not that it's pretty simple because you guys got to build, but now you can, if you had a build from 2018 and 2019 that you did, and you had No, who's saying they shouldn't? They should not enter. Everybody can enter. Everybody can enter. It doesn't have to be super great. My builds aren't super great. I just can't enter because it's my contest, and that's not fair to put my stuff in. Paul Tosney can't put his in. So anybody that works on the site, really, we're not going to allow them to put it in. But there's no I don't know how to say this. There's no super duper crazy builders on the site. Everybody's good. Everybody has a fair chance at winning. Everybody has their own talent with things they do. So even though you may not be good at cars, you may be good at figures, but you like to build cars, so put it in anyhow. Like I said when I was reading off all the rules, it's more about having the fun building, everybody checking out your builds and stuff. So can a model go into more than one group? No, it cannot, because it should be like, all right, give me an example of a model that would go into one or more groups, because I can't think of anything that would go into one or more groups. Like if you have a car in a garage diorama scene, that can only go in the dioramas. That can't go into the car and diorama group. If you have an X-Wing fighter that's lit up, that can only go into the illuminated one. That's right, not in it, can't win it. You never know who's going to win. You never know who's going to win. I can't think of a model that would be able to be put into two groups at the same time. Halloween and Mahdi say. Oh, okay, two groups, like not categories, two groups. Yes. If you do the Halloween group build, that's fine. You can put it into the Mahdi. That's not a problem. But I thought you meant two categories in the Mahdi contest. I couldn't picture anything that would be in two groups. Robotech Valkyrie is not a plane and a robot. It's a robot that becomes a plane, so it stays in the robots. Trying to trick us. Girls in bikinis on a 2.5 model. That would be into a diorama. It wouldn't be a single figure build, so it couldn't go into figures. Figures and busts are single figures and stuff. See, you were trying to trick me there, Eric. No. It's a robot that just disguises itself as a plane. So that would be in the robot ones. Oh, he's trying to trickery. But yes, as Marty was asking, the usher was asking, if you're doing the Halloween group build, or if, say, you have a Shelf Queen that falls in between 2018 and 2020 and you're finishing that up, you can enter it in the contest. If you want to enter your Batman builds, anything you're doing for a group build is also, you can enter it into the contest. The contest is totally separate. Mahdi contest is not a group build. It's a contest. Yes, it would be a vignette. You're absolutely right. It would not be a diorama. That I messed up on. That I did mess up on. So that's that. That is that on the contest. If you're interested in join up. It's all for fun, and you get a chance at winning something possibly. Like I said, I'm gonna be seeing if I can afford first, second, and third prizes for the categories themselves. And I'm going to be talking to some companies to see if maybe we can add on for the main 3 prizes, the Model of the Year and the 2 runners up to that. If I could get some stuff in from other companies, we'll add on to that. This way you get the trophy plus some other stuff. As you know, we're always giving stuff away on this channel, and we're lucky to have sponsors. Like Badger helped us out the one time. Brett from Sabo Miniatures is helping us out a couple times. Hobby Mike sponsored some stuff, and then you guys actually help out with donations and stuff like that, so it's all good. But a 2.5 with bikini girl sound like a good idea. Yes, it does sound like a good idea. Where do we find a 5-ton or 2.5 models? I know somebody told me before, and I don't remember where to find those models. Would like to find those myself. So yeah, it's pretty simple. But if you have any questions, or I went over anything too fast, and maybe you don't want to ask in the community here on the chat here, you can always email me at hobbylinkinternational@gmail.com. I get back to you very, very, very quickly, unless I'm live and then I can't get back to you as quick as I would like to. Okay, who drank my decals? Yeah, that's not a good thing if somebody drank that. Not at all. All right, excuse me. Let me check on the vote, how we're doing. All right, we got 16 votes. 16 votes. And 24 people here. We need more votes. Question, what if people Photoshop their pictures up a bit? Does that disqualify? Good question, Rascal. No Photoshopping. Don't put your model into a space setting or anything like that. It's, I'll stress it again. Just a clean background. Get yourself a black piece of cardboard, white, light blue, a white sheet. Don't take your wife's good sheets or anything like that. She'll kill you and then she'll hunt me down. Oh, thank you, Thud. I'll check those. I'll check for those. But yes, no Photoshopping. It's going to be hard to tell if somebody Photoshopped. I guess if we blow it up and you look at the edges of a model, you can see where people feathered stuff and try to make their model look better. So that is a good thing. If anybody is caught Photoshopping up their models, there's no need for that. Just build the model, put it up there. Hey, Lobo, what's up, buddy? And don't cheat. Don't cheat. Basically, what I'll tell you this. If you're caught cheating, you're just basically an asshole. Simple as that. So don't cheat. We'll call you out in the community and we'll plaster your name everywhere. Don't like the cheating. We've gone through that once already. You can go watch the video about it too. I have a video up about it. All right, so this week's vote while we're here. Kelly, you didn't say hello.
Hi.
Oh, that's a spiffy hello this week from Kelly. So this week's vote, if you didn't see, we're going to be voting on the shuttle Tidarium. Thanks to Bob for sending that over. And that's exclamation point vote. Hit the space bar, exclamation point shuttle. And then we got the Tamiya 148 scale A-1H Skyraider. And that's exclamation point vote. Hit the space bar, exclamation point Skyraider. And then we have the Revell P47N Thunderbolt. And that's exclamation point vote, space bar, exclamation point Thunderbolt. Everybody saying hi to you, Cal. Don't ignore them.
Hi, guys.
So those are the ones that we're voting on this week. You'll be walking the plank. Absolutely, you'll be walking the plank. Yay. So let's take a look and see what we got going on this week. Let me move those lights out a little bit that way. Oh, we still can see it. That's a good deal. So this one, thanks to Omar, was sent over to us. This way we can check that. Uh-oh. I'm not asking, Mark. I'm not asking.
What?
Not asking.
What's for dinner?
Yeah.
I'm having the shepherd's pie from last night.
You haven't. We got to make that other chop meats.
I was supposed to make the corned beef.
No, that's for Friday. That we got to make that other chop meat tonight.
Tomorrow. Make for tomorrow.
Well, we got to make that other chop meat. I can't. You got to make the sauce. I'm live tonight.
I'm having shepherd's pie from last night, so I don't care what you two are having.
See, you got them arguing over what's for dinner tonight, and now something happened to my live stream. It's all your fault, Mark. You asked about dinner, and it messed up the live stream. Okay, so anyway, this was sent over to me by Omar. So we got this kit. It's the 125th scale Corvette C5-R CompuWare. So what shirt are we talking? What shirt? What shirt? Did you order a shirt? I don't deliver the shirt. If you did order a shirt, I don't deliver the shirts. That's actually Teespring, so it should be coming. So we got the nice cover art here. On the side, they show you. Hopefully, you can see this. A couple pictures of the car, the engine, the tail. What's on the other side? Just words are on the other side. And on the back, it has some more of the kits and their equipment or products that they sell. Oh, that shirt. Yeah, no. No. I don't think I'll be, I don't know if anybody would really buy that or not. So let's take a look. Whoa, we got decals and stuff flying out at me. I think they would have had that in a bag, but we'll put that on the side for now. Put that on the side for now, and then we'll get to that. This is just a little safety pamphlet that they got in there. Let's move the kit down over here. The kit will go down there. Oh, I see what the autofocus is doing. I see what the autofocus is doing. I like OBS. They just, they actually just did an update. And they put little icons now so I can see which one is which a little bit better than before. All right, let's get light back on the situation over here. So you got the instructions in a little flip out book, which is nice. They go through the colors on this side, a bunch of colors in many languages. Then it goes through your parts over here, and then you start up with the engine, the chassis. Chassis is a big old flat piece of metal. Then your dashboard, it's got decals, hoses for the engine, which is nice. Then your roll cage, brakes, more engine parts. So everything's called out pretty nice on here. And it's got your glass, your spoiler at the back, headlights, and then it shows you where the ton of stickers goes on this thing. A lot of decals. You got all your decals and everything on there, so you take full responsibility for that. I seen that, Mike. I made sure I shut that off. I caught it. I was like, uh-oh. Damn autofocus. So let's go through, let's check out the decals. Here's the, which way? Nope, this way. Here's our decals for it. Carbon fiber decals. Those things are really thin. Super thin, and there's hardly any overhang. Kelly, really? She's listening to all sorts of stuff while I'm trying to do this. But you got your carbon fibers, you got for the grill and stuff like that. Or hey, look at that! One of the names is Kelly Collins on here, close to my last name. So look, everything looks nice on here. Nice American flag over there, Corvette symbols, Motorola symbols. Decals look pretty sweet on here, so hopefully they lay down well. I gotta be careful because actually feels like a little sticky. I don't want to mess with those too much, so we'll keep that on there, and we'll see if there's a plastic bag inside that we can I don't know, let's see if it says who makes these. These are printed in Portugal. So I don't know who makes those. They're printed in Portugal. Let's see if I can find another plastic bag for those though, because for some reason it did seem a little sticky. No, smooth enough paint job on cars. That's why I generally stick with sci-fi or military. That's right, sci-fi or military. You can have a messed up paint job like I do and not worry about it. So we got one. Everything comes in one single bag with a few other bags inside there. Let's cut open the bag. Cut open the bag before it falls. Before it falls. Got scared. I didn't know what that was. I'm just going to start plucking stuff out of the bag. And go from the top to the bottom. And we'll see what we got in here. Yeah, I was never good with cars myself. So this is going to be the windows. The windows and the headlights and stuff. It's pretty clear. There's a couple actually scratches in the clear. There's a little scratch, but that should come out, like little scratches like that and stuff will come out if you dip it in future or pledge, whatever you want to call it. So that's not too bad at all. Dip that. and done. They're a little... if you're looking through it, it looks, everything looks a little warped, but that's no big deal because you're not going to see that. But they did a nice job on the headlights and stuff, so not too bad on the clear parts. Not too bad at all. Just a little scratch in it, and we can take care of that. Hey, Bob, what's going on? What's going on, kind sir? All right, next up. Oh, next piece they got in there is the roll cage. White is a little hard to see on here, so I'm sorry. The roll cage is nice. There's no flash on the plastic. The flash is all on the outsides. They got the, I guess the foam and stuff here is detailed pretty nicely. I don't see any other flash or anything like that. The connection points are nice where they got them. This way anything sanded off is not in an awkward spot. So they did a very nice job on the roll cages. Hopefully you can see that. 3M makes 3,500 grit sanding pad, smooth out any rough paint. Yes, indeed they do. Yes, indeed they do. So that was the rolly. I'm trying to take these out carefully because they're all just jammed in there on top of each other. Yeah. There we go. We got the driver's seat with the harness. And the seat is okay. I'm sure there's an aftermarket set for 1/25th scale stuff with a nicer harness in there. And they got the netting for the window. And you got engine parts over here. Belt system. More of the roll cage over here. This is a little delicate, but no flash or anything. Very nicely done over here. I like the pipes. The pipes look good. I seen somebody do the pipes with the metallic blues and silvers and everything to make them look, like they were heated up and stuff. That would be pretty cool to do. I gotta find that video again. All right, let's get out the next piece. Oh, gotta be careful that doesn't fall off. This has more smaller pieces. I can't even read that on top of the valve covers. If that's what oh, Corvette. So it's got Corvette branding on top. Over here, you got your light. Oh, I'm surprised there's some flash over here in the corner holding that light on. I'm surprised there's only one light on here. I'm assuming it's on a different sprue, or I bet you there's two sprues that may be identical. Nah, they might not be identical. This may be. This and this. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is at all. Part of the front end, I'm assuming. And you got your mirrors over here. I did not see anything silver for the mirrors. So you may end up having to paint your mirrors chrome or something like that. But so far so good on the parts. Just looking to see if I could pick out. I don't know all the names of the parts on a car. That's why I rely on Benny. I rely on Benny for all my car part nameage. Now we got more. Oh, look at that. Okay, got your brakes over here. I don't want to twist that too much. They really put that in there. And I don't like how they just jammed all of it into a bag where this was pushed over. And I mean, it would have been no big deal if it snapped, but it could have made a big gouge in there. What was I just looking at that I liked? Oh. There we go. They actually have inside the engine. They have the top of the engine detail there. And then you got the engine over here, which is nice. Got your pedals. Pedals always look goofy to me when they mold them. Even though you got the three. You got your clutch, your gas, and your brake. They always don't look right for some reason when pedals are made for a model. But that could be just me. the engine looks nice. Looks like it'll paint up really well. Then you got your alternator and stuff over here. And that's where the pulley system will go on top of there. So still looking good. Looking good. I still had that big 1/16 scale, I think it is, Trans Am. They put the body of the car in a separate bag and the tires, so we'll hold on to that. Still got a few more. Mirror finish, nail polish for small parts when surgery. Oh, good idea. Yeah, I had plans on building it, but decided to send the senior Kenny. Thank you very much. Tester's charger. So now we got more pieces. Here's the dashboard. Hopefully you can see that. There's like a whole slew of buttons over here. Like just tons and tons of buttons over here. I'm assuming that the speedometer and everything is going to be a decal in there. Hopefully they gave us a decal to put in there. The dashboard is pretty big. I'm trying to see what other parts they have on here. There's our steering wheel, our windshield wiper, big long-armed windshield wiper. I'm not even gonna. Well, actually, this is probably inside the car. This might be inside the car because I'm thinking. No, maybe not. I don't know what all this wiring and stuff is. I'm not even gonna guess what this part is until I build it. That looks like the rear deck. Anybody know what that would be? This is like, it's got like tons of wiring and boxes over here. I was thinking shifter over here, but I don't think you'd have. Oh, this is the inside. Don't think so. I could possibly be wrong. Whatever it is, they didn't. It's yeah. I don't know if it is or isn't. It kind of looks like it. Kind of doesn't look like it. You know what though? I don't even know. That might be a battery. So this might be up near the engine or something. So that kind of looks like a battery. It's got two terminals on it with wires coming over here to this guy. Not until I get to the directions will I ever know what that is. Is the battery on the inside of a race car? Like, is it like right next to the driver? That's what I was thinking. I was thinking this here is where this hole is would be the shifter. It's kind of scary to have the battery right next to you like that. Very, very scary. I hear Max doing something. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, my battery. I liked my battery in my Dodge Charger because it was in the trunk. It wasn't up in the engine getting wet. Don't think my battery's in. No, my battery's not in the Jeep trunk. My battery's in the engine on the Jeep. All right, next up, the chassis. Never seen it like this before. I guess that's nice and flat aerodynamic wise. That's our chassis. Paint that up black. Then it looks like more of the roll cage over here. This will be a nice car. Painted up all nice and shiny. That's one nice thing about cars. You don't have to weather them. Paint them up all nice and shiny like they just came off the showroom floor. This is made in China in 2002. I hate when they do that. Why do you have to put raised detail like that on the outside? Now I gotta sand that crap off. They could have put it in here, see? Ooh, good thing that didn't say Wuhan. Would be in trouble. All rights reserved. Made in China, 2002. They got branding all over this thing, man. Couldn't have just put the one branding on the inside over here. But it's no big deal. That'll sand off nice and easy. Are those screw holes or for pillars? Which one were we talking about? I totally missed your question. Yeah, right. They got it all. Some of the places do. You know who did that too? Mobius. Mobius loves putting raised detail on the outside of like the Vipers and stuff. Put that shit on the inside. We don't need to see it on the outside. Here we go with more engine parts, shocks and struts. Ooh, that one's almost fallen off. We got the Corvette license plate. We got the wing over here. Oh, that's cool. It actually looks like snake heads. That is cool. It's got a couple injector pin marks on the top or the bottom, whatever that may be. That's the bottom. That'll have to be taken off. Excuse me. Got a injector pin mark there too. Those are the only ones I really came across so far. The wing is nice and clean. There's a few marks under here, that injector pin marks, that have to be taken out, but at least they're underneath the wing, so you really don't have to go too crazy. You're not gonna really see them. So overall, they did a pretty damn good job. Got a Dr. Octopus vibe when I saw that. Yeah, that's that's actually pretty cool. That is Doc Ock right there, but it's cool. It looks like two snakes, so that's not a bad thing. Now let's see the chassis. What were we asking about the chassis? What was Eric's question about? Are those screw holes or for pillars? What, these here? There's no screws in the kit, so it's gonna be a piece coming over here, the back deck or something. I don't know. I didn't see the directions, but there's no screws with the kit. So we're gonna be gluing something in place over there. They did a nice detail. Can't complain. I think those are all. Yep. Let me put those back in this bag, and then the last thing they put. The two things that they put in separate bags were the windshield and the body and the tires and rims come in another bag. I just hate that they jacked it all into one bag like that. It's never a fun thing. Nanny's got to get on that spaghetti and sauce stuff, man. I built a 1955 New Yorker made in 56 that had raised Ravel. Oh my God, they've been doing it forever then. Yeah, Benny's your car man. Benny knows a lot about cars. I like listening to him and the stories about the cars he builds. Always a good deal. All right, let's get out. Let's put the body on the side. So that's a nice body. It's a nice body. It's nice of them. It looks like we have our choice of rims, because throw the tire on there, you're not going to see the brakes and stuff will be back here. You're not going to see the inside of the rim anyhow, so you got your choice, which is nice. I'd probably go with these. I like these. Got those right there. And then those right there. I kind of like these better. Nice again, clean. Can't complain at all. They did a nice job with those. Metal axle. Not going to take that out. And I don't think I'm going to bother taking these out. Let's see if I can get it. That's the clear reds for the taillights. So no flash or anything on those. Just snip them at the ends. Sand it down a little bit and slap those in there. The tires. Let's look at the tires and see what we got on. Wow, those are... Alright, these are definitely the front tires. These two. With a nice seam right down the middle. Come on, man. Really? And these are thicker. These are the rear tires. Now, I'm curious. Are tires on race cars like this slicks like that? Are they slicks, or would they have tread on them? This is going to be a pain. Actually have to sand these down. Yep, sand them down. But I'm curious, would they be slicks? It just sucks that they have a seam line down the middle, or have some sort of tread on them for the racetrack. But you know what? It really doesn't matter, because I think the wheels, the tires will be pretty much hidden because of the body being so low. You're really not going to see the tread on them. Anyhow, they roll nice. They roll very nice. Slicks. Okay, they do have slicks on them. I'll trust you guys because I don't watch racing. I can't watch racing. Can't do it. Not my cup of tea. I picked up a Paul Newman Jr. one for once. Found mostly because it was Kmart. Once they warm up, they grab nicely. NASCAR have completely smooth tires. Dremel will be sanding drum. We'll scuff them up and get rid of the seam. Yeah, we'll be doing that with it. I just never knew they had slicks. Like I said, I don't watch racing, so I really don't know. I'll watch the final lap. That's what I'll watch. The final lap. Oh, I know what I'm looking for. Now, my brother, he's into NASCAR and racing. He's got a freaking NASCAR room. He loves it. Goes down to Florida for the race and everything. So he's totally into that. What did I do with the body? There's the body. But not shiny like that. Okay, yeah, I'll have to family member who race. Oh, okay, cool. There are piles of tires that you can take. Damn, you can take the tires. That's crazy. So here's the body. Very nice body. No flash or anything on there. The lights look good. Come on, these don't light up, right? If they're stepping on the brakes, because on the box art they had the front lights lit up. You can't even. Well, I guess it's a race car, so you're not gonna pop the hood on it. You're not gonna pop the hood to see the engine on here. So I'm assuming don't glue this to the chassis if you want to see the engine. You'll have to be able to take it off. But they did an excellent job on here. It's a nice looking car. A very nice looking car. The whole thing is smooth. Should be nice to paint, wash it off, prime it up, paint it. Will not look bad at all. That's sweet. That's definitely sweet. Wish I could afford a car like that. Seam lines? There were seam lines on the tires, Eric, not on this. Not on this car at all. Haven't watched NASCAR since Dodge pulled out. Kind of boring with just Ford, Chevy, and Toyota. Yeah, I love my Dodge. I miss my Chargers. Those were nice. So this is the Corvette. This is, like I said, they did. Oh, there's one. I see one dimple right there. And that'll take a little Bondo, sand that down, and that'll be fine. That's the only dimple on it, but that's pretty. That is a pretty car. See, I'm not into the engines or anything like that. I'm into the prettiness of cars. Definitely, I like the prettiness of cars. So I thank Omar for sending this over so we can have another Wednesday night unboxing, and this one won the vote. Looks like I'm going to be cooking dinner tonight. Now let's see if I could get this. Let's see if I can get this into the box. It's always the fun challenge.
What's the name of the store?
I'm not going to be able to do it. Not going to be able to do it. Son of a gun. I have to do it a couple pieces at a time. Well, I win the box game. I never win the box game. Actually, I might win it this time. What did you look at? I just want to know why. That was weird that the decals feel a little on the sticky side. I'm winning. I'm winning the game. I'm winning the game.
Was it like a cream color? Was it cream color?
Yeah, we got it in there. And closed. And flat. Haha, we won. We won. Good deal. Good deal.
Navy blue? It had little hints of navy.
box 2 million. Now, modelers, we've won one. We got it in, Omar. We've won one. So thanks again, Omar, for sending that over so we could check out the car. I definitely like cars. I was always scared of building them, and I think Kelly's making fun of me over there, and I'm not paying attention. All right, we got 18 votes and we got 23 people. So we need a few more votes. I'll let you know what we're voting on, and then I'll tell you victory. Indeed, victory has been won. We'll we'll go and see what we're voting on. This way, if you just got here, we're going to be voting on either the Revell P47N Thunderbolt, which is exclamation point vote on spacebar exclamation point Thunderbolt. The MPC Shuttle Tidarium. Thanks, Bob, for sending this one over. Exclamation point vote, spacebar, exclamation point shuttle. Or the Tamiya 148 scale A-1H Skyraider. Another one thanks to Omar, which is exclamation point vote, spacebar, exclamation point Skyraider. So those are the three. If you haven't voted yet, get your votes in there. And in a few minutes, we're going to shut it down. And then we'll see what we're going to be opening up next week. Hopefully this nonsense out in the world stops, because I got to get to Michael's and get some stuff. I haven't been out. I got to get to the post office. People ordered stuff. I got to send out my badger still.
Was it mostly khaki?
Get the Duplicolor car spray paint, Duplicolor gloss, and presto finished. presto, and you're done. So while we're sitting here, does anybody have I was going to say the same thing about the Duplicolor. I have a can of Duplicolor primer, and no matter how much I cleaned the thing I was trying to prime, I still was getting fish eyes. There was absolutely no oil on it or anything, so I don't know what was up. It could have been just the can, but Duplicolor is pretty good.
Just swallow it.
Not too shabby. So if you haven't voted yet, please vote on next week's thing. And we will we'll take our vote, and we'll see what's up. And then Saturday, I'll be on this Saturday, and probably if it's nice out, we'll do more work on the tank. And if I could get to Michael's this week, see if I could get a base, and then I'm gonna order snow stuff and see if I could start drawing up the house for the Christmas diorama. This way I can start cutting it out on the Cricut over there. And then we're waiting on more information about the house. So hopefully the house stuff comes in quick and we find out about that. Let me see how long the thing has been running. All right, so it's been running 1 hour and 9 minutes now, the vote. So we're going to let it run until 1 hour and 11 minutes. So we got 20 votes in, and we got 22 people here. Not bad on the votes tonight. Hopefully those last 2 people vote. Don't be shy. You can vote. You don't have to talk. Just vote. Vote.
Don't be shy. Vote, so I don't have to hear his annoying voice. Yeah, vote, guys. Vote.
Really, Kelly?
I was kidding.
Really?
You said you want me to talk.
That's not funny.
I'm sorry. I didn't say you said vote.
I'm messing with Kelly. Amazon has it. Just beware of Amazon and the Chinese knockoffs on there. If you weren't here last week and I was talking about my Badger airbrush, is the one that Mark sent me, and my own chrome that I got from Amazon, they're both going over to Badger. But unfortunately, with this craziness going on out here, then I'm waiting to send it back. But Ken specifically told me to let you guys know, do not buy Badger products from Amazon. Go directly to a reputable place or go to Badger themselves and get what you need, because he's got many complaints about the same thing going on. People getting Badger products that are bad from Amazon, and it's not him selling them. It's from third-party users. So be careful with that. Waiting for the rolling pin to... No, Kelly doesn't use rolling pins. That's frying pans. Wicked color airbrush paints. All right, let's go see what's going on back here. We got 20 votes, and with 30 seconds left, actually 20 seconds left. I'll wait until it hits 111, and then I'll close the poll and complete it, and let you see what won for next week. 654 3, 2, 1. Boop. It's closed, completed. And you should be seeing the winner here in a second, who won the cast iron pans. Ouch. Cast iron pans, though, are very flavorful. They are. And there you go. The Tidarium Shuttle won with the most votes, with 70% of the votes. I knew that one was coming. That's a cool kit. I actually got to see about, I know it's not very accurate, the kit, but now with 3D printing, we can see what we can come up with for that kit and eventually build it. And that's the good thing about getting the house. We'll have more room. We could set up some stuff and start getting shit done here and there. What'd you do? Hurt yourself? Oh, messing with the dog. I enjoyed building the show. It took me a while to find it in the 80s. Well, I'm thankful to Bob that he sent that over. That was another surprise. That's 2 surprises in, well, actually 3 surprises in a row. Omar sent over stuff which I wasn't expecting. And then Mark sent over a kit that I wasn't expecting that I've been looking for. And Bob sent over a kit that I've been looking for. So they're actually helping out with the Wednesday night votes, which is awesome. And they're helping me find kits. And it's very nice of them. I never know, you know, you can only say thank you so much, but I never know what to say. It's like, oh, what the hell do I say to that? So I thank you guys very much for all you do for the site and for me personally. And the live streams and all that other good stuff. We have a good time. And if you do have if you're on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, if you can post around about the Mahdi contest, the Model of the Year contest, grab the link for the rules and see if we can get more people into this. It would be nice to have a whole bunch of builds in there inspiring us what to do. Actually today, because I'm getting so sick and tired of Facebook, I started grabbing all my pictures off there and moving them into files and stuff, and debating on how much longer I'm going to be on Facebook. So may not be on there much longer. I'll just be here and the site and Twitter and Instagram, because that place is getting crazy. But yes, thank you guys for stopping by. It's going to be time for me to cook dinner since nobody else wants to cook dinner. I'll be taking care of that. And I thank you guys for all you do for the site, the community, the live streams, and all that other good stuff. I really appreciate it. So what are you talking? All of a sudden, all I hear is her taste. I'm trying to say goodbye, and I hear her taste is ugly. Yeah, Facebook is horrible, Benny. I'm grabbing my stuff. It's nice for me to spread links to, because I know a lot of you guys are over there and you see it. So, but it's coming to a time where just people are really idiots over there, and they think because they're behind that keyboard, they're tough and they know everything. And they say so much stupid crap. It gets my blood boiling that I can't reach through and curb stomp them, which I would like to do to a lot of people over there. So, but anyway, I thank you guys so much for being at the community. Hopefully, more and more you come over to the community, hang out, and I'm off to make dinner. I shall see you guys Saturday, and we're gonna either work on the Be a Kid Again group build, my Grim Reaper, or the Christmas group build. One of those 3 we'll be working on Saturday. So we'll definitely get something done, especially if we're still all locked inside, not being able to do anything. I hope you all have a great night, and I truly appreciate everything you guys do and always being here for the site and everything. And I hope to see you Saturday and over at the site. Take care, everybody. Have a good night, and I shall see you later. Bye-bye.